Actually, did not have it set up.
The buck,
She did not have it set up, but I'm doing it now, okay? So,
can we?
record and
It's
transcribe.
on. Ready to go?
It was ready to go. Go ahead, it's on. Recording and transcribe. Go ahead. It's on.
Okay. Done the intro part. Let me see. I'm doing the pledge and all that. Where are we?
She had it going. She had it going. She had it on. Stop recording. Stop. Yeah, she had it on.
We're called to order. We're not at the agenda. Okay, Ms. Jen, can you do a call to order, please?
Yes, Mayor Linda Monroe,
Here.
Councilmember Amanda Anderson,
Here.
Councilmember Anita Anderson, Mayor Pro Tem Chu, Councilmember Ford,
Here.
Councilmember James, coming, right? On his way. Okay, Councilmember Williams, Town Administrator here, Chief of Police not here, Neighborhood Manager not here, Town Attorney not here, Town Clerk not here. Prepared by Joy Wren, title TA.
Approval of the agenda, please.
What time is it?
Any names? Yeah. Ayes have it. Okay, any public comments?
Yeah. Do you see any? Hold on.
Budget meeting, let's start. Okay, who's gonna start intro? Are we doing Miss A or you, Miss Grant? Who start?
I guess it would be me because,
Okay,
no. Okay, so a couple of things. We have the constant yield. Basically you see in front of you. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the budget first. Okay, so basically the budget, I made it self-explanatory as possible. So there's like nothing left to the imagination, so to speak. The first one that you see that's green, it says income. It says Town of Capitol Heights fiscal year 25 budget. That one says income, and that particular one is everything that has to do with income, everything that we've received. We have 3 columns, 4 columns actually. One is the FY 25 budget. It's basically what you guys budget for. Actuals is actually how much it was spent or taken from that. And the third is the third column is a difference. And the fourth column, notes to line item, clearly explain what the situation for each line item is.
Okay, what you have here is very. That's what you have. Okay, so I'm asking you. It would have been quicker if we had, see now.
No, because my understanding.
Please, let me see what this one is here. Okay, so now this one is all over the place here. Miss A gave me one.
She's
that
giving,
basically has. This is basically, she has money remaining, but this is variances.
the money, well,
Now,
she
we're
get,
gonna get a third thing of variances from Councilwoman Ford, but she's going back 3 years, which will definitely help us as well. So which one are we gonna work with here?
I'm gonna work with the one I just gave you, which is basically the one that you want to look at, because the one that she has QuickBooks, does not have all the information that you
This
had
is this
previously
one?
requested.
From Miss
No,
A?
it is not. It's the one I passed out to you,
No.
this one.
What is the value of the one Miss A gave?
You requested, and she gave it to you. It's just a copy of the
She
current
just gave it to us.
QuickBooks. Somebody asked her for the latest. Yeah,
Oh, this way.
it's not the budget.
Okay, I didn't-
I want to quantify, it's not budget, because what she has is basically bookkeeping. So she basically input the information into it, and what you have here,
It's still variance.
yes,
The
but
actuals versus factuals, that's a variance. So,
Okay.
So this is just here, right? You're not dealing with this TA, right? That's
no,
just here.
no,
Got it.
yeah, you can
Okay.
have it if you want it. It just
Got it.
verifies the number I'm giving you.
Okay, so now we're working with the green sheet right now.
That's right. Green
Okay.
sheet is basically the income
You
section.
got the floor.
Thank you. So the green sheet basically is the income section, which basically accounts for all the costs, all the income, so to speak, revenue that we have generated.
Okay.
So, and again, they're by line item, by section. And then, I made sure in the notes section, it clearly states what it is. I check all the numbers to make sure they're actually correct.
Now, what department are we doing today?
Today, we're doing NSD,
Gotcha.
and that will be the expense section, which is the next section to this. Sorry, I gave you a copy. Did you not get the green copy?
No.
Yes. No, the N is, yes, you do. It's a yellow. The green is what you're working on right now because it's the income section. Take a look at it. Let me know if you have any thoughts or comments or any issues or problems.
Well, I thought we
Okay.
were looking at NSD. I don't.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. We can look at NSC too, which is section, which is the other section, which you also have. It's the yellow one. It's right here. It says expense.
NFC's the yellow.
Yes, it says
See,
expense.
what we thought we would get was basically one big spreadsheet with the narrative. That's what we asked for throughout the year. And you
Okay,
said you would do it. We asked a week ago, so I'm asking,
okay.
I know an accountant would help this at this
And
point.
no, because I'm sorry, my understanding from last time was that basically you guys want to go per section, per
Right.
department. So this is per department. This is for NSC. If you want a big spreadsheet with everything in it, that's fine. But what I'm saying, in order for you guys to just focus on one section at a time, that's why we're doing NSC today. I gave you the income section, which is all of it, plus the NSC. NSC, this
Well, let's
is,
start.
okay. Yes, there is. This is NSC right here. This whole thing is NSC.
It's the way it's presented in my policy. Go ahead, Mr.
I mean, next time I'll put it on next to it NSC. That's basically, if you, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I apologize. Hold on one second. It didn't print out everything. There's a section here. Hold on. Let me just print this out. There's a section basically. What I also provided you guys was
That's NFC.
no. Wait. Let me quantify this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what I've also given you, is also your budget, your expenses, salary expenditure of mayor and council. And then it's missing the other part, which I'm about to print out, 'cause it just didn't get printed out,
Okay.
which is the NSC. Because I on there, sorry about that.
I'm on the green sheet here.
Green sheet revenue.
No, I know. I'm like, I got confused when she said we're going.
You just going on the green section.
Okay.
No, this is town, this is our town.
This is our
Mayor and council.
Mayor and council. That's the part.
Oh,
Right, so it's town.
Print it out.
we got,
Those
is that
time,
the book?
you know, and it's there now.
Is that the
Yes, you
book with, no, with the line by line?
Okay, this one, that's the left phase.
Can I see that, please, cause I don't wanna do. I just wanna see it. Can you go there?
And also, I hear what she's saying, but, and I said before, I'm very proficient with a budget. I think most of y'all are by now. I know how to read a budget real good, how to do a budget. So my thing is, it's not even labeled revenue. So I'm just looking at it and talking. That's why I said, well, I don't know. It's just. Councilman, where's the snacks?
She almost gone. She got two left.
You shouldn't have started with those cookies and.
Sorry.
I mean, come on. You got the whole table.
I wish we had dinner, not a snack. I know, that's right.
And look, and the sad part, we didn't go till after the meeting, we could all get something.
I don't get around that.
Okay, back, next.
You know, look, get the 720.
I'm on.
Yeah. This-
So I have a question. Well, she was supposed to have all day yesterday. Things have nothing, so we can get that. Have a nice evening. We had our meeting with the. But I'm a, we gotta do it to get the job done. That's just how my brain is. I'm on, I think that's your job.
Days ahead of
So
what
like the question,
this is every year. We do the, when the budget's due every year.
Are we giving what? Yeah, all the time. But you know,
I have the old one, just so that.
What was- Okay,
There we go. There you are.
all right. Miss A, do you, are you here to contribute? You got anything you want to share with us? As the treasurer?
There you go. Taking that away, just in case.
Huh? Okay,
In case she has like anything, like supporting documentation, it'll be good for her to be here to. No, it's not. That was good. Here. Thank you, ma'am.
okay, yeah,
Definitely not the same.
I don't like this space.
Distribution account.
Oh, it should be, I think you said.
Oh, it says distribution account.
You say you can buy it, the line for line.
Yeah, TA has it.
That one is not ready, because it's ready for the city finish.
Now, this is,
No, I got.
where is the,
Did
she say public works?
Yeah. No, you didn't have one. No, I have one.
Where's it say?
All those in line.
This is public?
Okay, I'm gonna just say this, okay? Right here, it says here, as I said, this, the first portion is basically mayor and council, which you guys gonna basically work with. I did do it back and forth, and then the second thing, mayor and council, again, continuously, mayor and council and all the other costs. Then you have NSC right here.
Oh, NS, well, let's
Yeah.
start with NSD.
is on the third
We're
page.
not,
That's right.
we're doing NSD, and that's on the third page?
Yes.
Okay.
I need that, I need that,
The line item book, what do you mean line item book?
the book that Miss A put together, they have, 9 items for each account. No, it's
Okay.
a big binder.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what she put
She said,
together.
I printed this for you.
No,
No,
I
I'll
don't
show you.
We need to be better prepared. This is
Yeah,
bad.
you can't do a budget without it.
No, we can start the budget without anything. We can start a budget meeting.
Asking for it from me, right?
I'm asking all of y'all, if you need these things, please get them ahead of time.
Okay, this is the book that she put together, and this is the information she has. And as I said, this is on an NSD, this is the information you have. This is the, so I was gonna redo the book, but if you want to take a look at it, it's ready to go.
Okay. Let's start.
Okay. Thank you. If you can put that in there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so, we're gonna go with NSD, which is basically page 3. And, for NSD, it's just basically currently, it's the first line is gonna be the budget amount for fiscal year 25. The second part is the actual. And the third, column is basically either amount remaining in budget or under budget by. And this is, actually it's very self-explanatory. All the line items are section by section and per category. And then next to it, I note whether or not it's what the amount, just just to avoid any confusion. The third column, that amount that's in there, I note it in the notes to specifically state what it means to avoid any possible confusion.
Okay, let's start. The first thing is street lighting. Okay, this is 84,000. Is that the Pepco?
Yes. Mr. and Ms. A, feel free to chime in if you want to. Street lighting will be our pole light. Yeah, our pole lights, page 3.
That's what we're paying. Now, regarding that, are we getting what is the check we're supposed to receive back from Pepco regarding the overcharges for the lights?
Not yet. That's a totally separate situation with this.
I just wanted to know, because that will be added to revenue.
Yes, absolutely.
What is that? Because it's been like 6 months.
Uh,
I'm just wondering where we are.
where we're at is we're waiting for Pepco to reconfirm the information because they're challenging us on some of the lights because they said those are actually our lights and not state highways. And accordingly, State Highway Patrol is saying that those, just because it shines on them, doesn't mean they're going to take care of it. It will still be back to the town's responsibility. So we're going back and forth on that.
I'll see if I can help you. Okay, so where we are now, this is what we paid and we might not. So for budgeting purposes, that's what I'm asking.
Budgeting purposes,
It's
that's
the-
totally
it's the
separate.
Same, right? Because
Yeah.
We can't look at a reduction.
Not
That's my
yet,
Question.
not yet. So, sure.
So the street lighting is this money we're paying here to keep the lights on, is it for maintenance?
What is this here?
Just Pepco bill, the bills that you get at home. Electric,
This is our-
electricity, electric bill,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
electric bill. Electric bill.
Would you like electricity? Would that be more,
No,
be put beside it? I'm just asking.
no. I just wanna make sure because I just don't wanna get it mixed up with the project that we're doing. That's
No.
why, hey, what is this? I'm not fixing it. Okay.
That wouldn't be in our budget, but that's, you know, that's separate money, that's different kind of money.
These are just expenses that we pay.
Go ahead, please.
Um,
Amanda,
that just-
you yield, I'm sorry.
Yes, I will,
Okay,
yeah.
Councilman
That just reiterates the need for having a description for every line item of what that is. Help us.
because that would, is confusing. Right, yes.
And then my second thing is, and as we go through each line item, because I know I'm gonna ask, the amount remaining, if we can just be told if we are expected to
As of
meet
today.
that or go above or below that by the end of
Okay, that's fine. So I will,
the
okay,
year. Back.
guesstimate, that's fine. I can do that.
That's why, I bring up, that's why it's important to look at the line items, because if you look here, it's $7,000, is that gonna be sufficient enough, like Councilwoman Amanda said, by June 30th? Whatever comes in, is it this $7,000 gonna cover
It
it?
will not.
So when you get, let me say this. When you do the variances, if you, whomever's gonna do them, when you think there's gonna be a shortfall, like Mayor Pro Tem shorted out, we need to put that in the line next to the variance, because we're gonna need a reappropriation of funds.
Yes.
That's the reason you do the variances. Because if your projections don't meet your actuals, and if there's an overage, or there's an under, but I want to use another word, but anyway, then you need to put that in your narrative, which is what Councilwoman Amanda keeps asking for. That's why I thought we would get a larger spreadsheet, but the narrative is important. So we know what we're doing and we can read it quickly.
I can modify this by tomorrow.
Stop there. So I'm
Okay.
just saying, so what we're saying is, we may have to do some reappropriation of funds on that 7,000.
You do.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's in. I know Miss A and I was talking about, including a projection column as well as a fiscal year 2026 column. But
Sounds good. Sounds good.
that's coming.
I'm assuming projection column, you're referring to basically your proposed budget, like what you propose it to be next year, correct?
Well, projection
Yeah.
for this year,
For this year, okay.
and then proposed would be fiscal year.
That's sure, no problem. Well, I think she's already has a proposed and also she has a projection, right, Miss A? Okay. She said yes, she has it.
That's why I didn't see, when I was asking for the pay, for just employees. But if you have it, okay, I just didn't see a projection.
Yes, we are talking about the NSD.
We're talking about, yeah, we're talking about the columns.
Yeah.
So is there?
Here,
So,
let me
okay.
give you an example.
Mhm.
So.
Okay,
Anyway,
keep it moving.
yeah.
One second.
So, okay, what I'm gonna say is basically, we're gonna go down the list, okay? So understand, you guys want to project a
We'll
cost.
Put an X there and come back.
Sure,
Okay.
but I'm saying this would be across the board for all the expenses, because I'm assuming with all the expenses, you would need to have projected costs, till the end of this year, which is basically 2 months. Yes, that's right, the two months, basically, for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Just so that you know, for the, street light, you're definitely gonna need another, because, on a monthly basis, okay, Miss A, could you please? Okay, so, for the street lights, it's usually 8,000. It's approximately around 8,200 per month. So we're looking probably projected another, well, it's gonna be 9,000 for the street lights.
Okay, that's fine, let's keep it moving, but we're saying. if
Sanitation will be
it was
fine,
Already there, we just keep moving with
of
stuff.
course. Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. Sanitation is fine.
Okay.
Actually, we just only have to look at, mainly, the ones that's under budgeted, because if you look at the other ones,
It's roughly 38,000.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah, we're good. And if you look at across the board capital improvement, most of these have money in it, except for security under budgeted by 1243. We do need to do a reappropriation for that.
So capital improvements, what falls on the capital improvement for MSD?
So anything to do with potholes, anything to do with maintenances, fixtures and so forth and so on for basically the building here, as well as to the streets, the roads, as well as is it called a police department. You have the booklet, it actually has, it should be noted in there.
Okay, so, okay, keep going, Ms. Rand.
And then
You want to X there? And, you have equipment and tools.
those are tools that they use to basically do the work they need.
Does this include maintenance on the tools or this is so totally different?
Totally different, just equipment and tools, just the tools that they need to buy. For example, we had a break-in. We had to buy new tools for that, in terms of lawnmower, in terms of weed whackers, in terms of like a variety of other tools.
And then insurance not covered?
No. They did not. That was doing when Chief Morgan was still here, January. Actually doing the snowstorm, January the 6th or 7th.
Right.
Yep.
So,
We did not actually submit it because I think the reason behind was like our legit premium will just keep on going up.
Say this respectfully, at this rate, we're never going to get through this budget. So what I'm asking everybody, Ms. Brand, I know we've asked this a lot, and we get these numbers ahead of time. So everybody can come with their questions and we can keep it moving.
Yes, of course, but
We put them at the last minute. And
unfortunately, I did not have the time on Tuesday to just work on the budget alone. I had a variety of things I had to take care of. So,
Ms. Brand, we do this every year.
Okay.
Budget is due fiscal year.
and I assumed that Miss A was going to assist me with it since she
I'm
couldn't.
just saying, the numbers populate themselves, so the budget.
Actually, no, it does not.
No, it's based on, they should, in a spreadsheet, they populate, not the input, I'm talking about the population of the numbers themselves.
No, those numbers have to be inputted manually because they're actually it updates. Because
No.
this is an Excel
No,
spreadsheet.
I'm
What
talking
she
about
has,
how the menu thing works, that's what I'm trying to say.
what I'm saying to you,
Ms. Brand, please,
okay,
I gave you the floor.
okay.
What I'm trying to say is, when we do a new budget, you look at, like I said, the variables, and then you do the new budget based on what you already have. So I don't understand, I respectfully, why we went through the same thing last year.
Okay,
So I'm just saying, I know we need an accountant.
no,
You're
may I?
doing it all by yourself, I know.
No, that's not the
Just
point.
trying to make it easy.
No, I want to quantify a few things, okay? What she provides is basically a QuickBook, right?
Yeah.
And then that information gets exported to, like you said, exported to an Excel.
Right.
However,
Right.
basically the number doesn't, is that fair to say? It doesn't just populate by itself. It needs to go in and basically manually update. We basically update this. I updated again today based on the new number that came through, because I want to give you guys the absolute correct number for you guys to work off of. These numbers that you see today is literally as of today, May the 14th.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the new numbers are based on actions that have taken place. Are those actions included in the actions that are scanned and then imported into QuickBooks? Or is this something separate?
This is done basically by Miss Ajwa. She basically put in all the latest Visa, even the credit card. Is that fair to say, Miss Ajwa, as of yesterday? So then therefore she gave me this information this today. At what time did you give it to me, this information? Probably around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, 3 or 4 p.m. this afternoon. She gave me these numbers. So then I re-inputted these numbers into this. And of course, where it necessary, where there's formula, that's I have it in formula. However, these number has to be manually inputted because
Just for reference purposes, Miss Addie, normally the budget is started like February, early March. The fiscal year budget, you started. So everything should have been ready for us to review. Not trying to get it ready to review in preparation for the meeting. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
I know, I'm just saying, it should have been started in early February, March at latest. I say late February, and everything, you can always tweak your numbers. That's what variances do. You can tweak your numbers. But your budget itself coming up for the upcoming fiscal year should not be a last minute effort. It should have been started. And when we come to the table, we're expecting a budget that we can read that's ready for us to review. Our goal is to review the budget as a council and tell you, no, we need more money, we need less money, we want to add this to the budget. That's our role. You know, we approve the finances, but the budget preparation comes to us. And the budget is supposed to be us, not giving directions on how to prepare the budget. I'm saying this. So I just want you to understand what this conversation is about.
Okay,
Okay, Ms. Red?
so we're gonna, okay.
Cause she's down to security. And before we get to security, do we know if for the water, will this be enough for the remainder of this budget?
Yes, it will be. Water's not that much. Yeah. But security, under budget, the reason being is we bought more, GPS. And we also had a lot of locks changed. We're under budget. That's why I say under budget by $1,243.16. I don't expect or anticipate that we'll need a lot of locks.
Then what's the, I'm sorry, Ms. Red, excuse that comment.
So, I would ideally like to balance it, if that's possible. And then but I don't anticipate any additional costs. I don't see we will need any more locks or things changed or security system changed.
That would be a completion.
Yes, yes. In order to balance it. In terms of gas, more than sufficient. And for building maintenance, we're good. In terms of equipment, maintenance, repair, we're under budget by $575. That's where the maintenance, you remember you asked about the equipment, whether that included maintenance? It does not. This is where it is.
So, every time that we have a meeting, is it possible to get a resolution if it's not just for these? That's under budget.
Absolutely, but I thought you guys had to agree on where the budgeting goes before I can do the resolution.
Well, you bring a resolution
Okay,
in.
no problem.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, no? Okay.
Councilwoman Chu, yeah, I'm just sorry, did you finish, Councilwoman Chu? Can you repeat that again, because we only do the appropriations at the end of the year and in the middle of the year. And then we do the appropriations, if, for instance, like, we move money around for a certain event or whatever, but every time we have a budget meeting, we don't do a resolution.
Oh, let me clarify. I'm not saying every time we have a budget meeting, but slowly whenever we're over what we've approved,
Do the resolution.
there should be a budget.
Okay. Because you said every budget.
Well, if it requires one to come in every meeting because we're here, then we can actually approve it so that we don't see this.
But you, wait a minute, these.
Actually.
Your customer, oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, man. Oh, you can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just like, the way we, and tell me if I'm wrong, but the way we did it was, we went through the entire budget. At the end of the 3 days or whatever that we did the budget, then we went back. And we identified all of the accounts that were short. You can do one. And then, once we identified the accounts that were short, we went and saw all the accounts that was over. And that's how we move money around. So I don't understand why would we be doing a resolution every time we come to this meeting. I can't, I'm talking forward.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm just gonna put this out. Are you accepting it that way? Not my report. What you put out makes sense, both of you. But are you accepting we do one time when we actually finish this budget?
Then that would be encouraging the practice of spending beyond what we completed.
We already did it. No,
Just continuing to do it will be the
I know.
practice. So of course, we would not be in compliance with our charter. Simply for it.
Mhm.
No, addresses the budget? No, because we was looking at the budget. No, no, because
You get some clarity.
because I need clarity, I need to understand it. No, we're literally working on the budget. This is not a day-to-day, yeah, this is not, this is the budget. So why would we do appropriations at each meeting when we don't know the totality of where the money is? So I'm saying at the end of our budget meeting, we should have a list of everything that's not, that's short, right? And then everything that's over. And that's when we go in, we say, okay, we're gonna move money from here because it's $10,000. They only use $2,000. We can take from here and add it to here. We go down each where it's short and where it's over, and that's how we distribute the money.
I'm just
Like distribute, yeah.
okay, what I'm trying to say is I understand what you're saying. And you're saying if we wait till we're finished the budget, we have a real, even my word, we have a real picture of the variances.
Yeah.
So we know exactly where we can move the money.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, we're not gonna, obviously, it's a work session, so those are special, what is this?
Special meeting.
Special meeting.
Okay. So I don't think we got oh, no, let's just decide as we move along. Ms. Frank, please.
Okay, so going forward, okay, so ideally, I would like to balance this, but the next part is basically, we're down to equipment, maintenance, repairs. We're under budgeted by $575. I don't anticipate us to repair anymore the next 2 months because everything needs to be repaired, returned, it's been done. And material and supply, it's under budgeted by that $2,172.69. And I'm going forward on the next one, you'll get more details on and descriptions.
What is materials and supply?
Things like, mulch, flowers, like, gas, like not gas, sorry. Actually, the booklet. May I see the booklet, ma'am? Because they should be in there.
Defense.
No, it would not include the material and supply, just anything that NSC would require, even those buckets of like, what are those things called to fix the potholes? I don't know what those things are called, but asphalt, yeah. Everything. Yeah, but it's on that booklet. But you know what? I think Miss Amanda, yeah, no, materials and supplies. It's just basically what they've spent throughout the year in terms of materials, supplies, in terms of maintaining, well, for the town, I guess. Okay, but I can put a pin in it if you want to look at it. Okay. Next, signage, it's pretty much, yeah, we don't really need much on any of this stuff.
Street maintenance. Well, tree removal. We
Yeah.
paid for one tree.
We were lucky. We had people basically taking care of that for us. We were able to get some trees removed by county.
What
But,
is air cards?
I'm sorry?
Air cards.
Air carts are those things, yeah, air carts are like the docking stations. I don't know how to explain it. How do you explain?
So we need
It's a
to-
wireless. No, air cards we need. We cannot move that money. Yeah, well, yes, I'm saying, yes, we do. I thought you were gonna remove the line item. No, yes, we can move that money around. That's
Yeah.
correct. Storage facility, and then, landscaping.
I know you're going to.
Oh, sorry.
To empty those storage facilities and stop giving money away. Those storage facilities, I've seen them, they're just packed with cluster stuff that, not the documentation. We just have whatever junk, they just pack it in there and we're paying for that junk, the keeping of junk. Because nobody wants to go through it.
We actually downgraded one of the lockers, and then one of the ones that we are, it's for Boys Girls Club, and then also the Boy Scout Club, because they have to have a lot of parts and equipment. And then we just have another one. That's pretty much it. We don't have that many more storage lockers.
And it's, 5,000?
We have remaining storage locker, storage facility. Yeah, but that's for the year. Divided by,
You
well,
can think of like 5,000 a year. We're in office before, that's $20,000. We did a storage unit.
Okay. we can lock it down if you want to, so it's about $508 a month.
You know how I look at this? As when we were paying 20 whatever thousand to rent that Xerox machine
Mm-hmm.
that had been superseded by 4 or 5 models. And I said, we need to just buy the machine for 13,000. We're paying more to rent it, and it's an antiquated version. It was here when I was in 2014. And we still kept paying the lease amount on that machine because nobody ever thought to look at it.
I'm
Okay,
just looking at this as things where we can save money, but somebody has got to pay attention to these numbers respectfully.
okay.
Anita.
You are talking about these storage units. I thought that we were gonna get rid of that old thing down here, bring one of those trailers down here so we can and put some storage units up on Opus lot, and just so we can downgrade or get rid of those storage units. Is that still not happening? Or-
Are you talking about those storage units? Which ones we're talking about?
No, we're talking about storage unit, the storage limit, the one that Mr. James went to yesterday.
Of the actual storage unit that they, got boxes in it where rats are getting into the
Yeah.
paper up anyway.
Mhm.
So I thought at one point we had said, well, we were gonna bring one of those trailers from by Linden Woods down here through this lot, put it on there, get rid of that old thing, that antiquated thing that's down there, and use it for storage, and put some storage units on Opus lot.
That's on the chief.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
No, what, I understand what you're saying, though, what we said was, because we couldn't get none of the modules up there on that lot, because that lot was too small. So the module that's coming down there is different, but the reason for us clearing and paving Opus Avenue was to have storage units on Opus Avenue to store some of the items in Opus Avenue. But, I don't know, whatever.
Oh, you know, it was only a little bit, Mitch, we got to pull it. I can.
Yeah, that's what I thought was, yeah, because they said,
saying it right.
yeah, because they said the module up here was too big to even come down here, but our original thought was that there was gonna be storage unit at the, Opus lot. And that's why they paved the cement and stuff like that, so they could store some of those supplies there and get rid of the storage at the storage facility. I hear.
Opus lot is waiting on the approval. I'll bring it to council of the, I don't know if it's a contract versus ARPA money, but it's whatever you wanna call it. It's a big invoice, but it's like 20-some thousand to put up the fence around the lot. And we're gonna, I'm jumping, I know I'm off the subject. And we're gonna put up, Mr. Gibson got a quote for a wood fence, and the wood fence was 18,000. The fences are a fortune, or if your home is gonna be 8,000, 9,000. It's just a fortune for fences. So long story short, I did ask Miss Friend if she could get for the council to review and we did get it, for the gentleman who did the cement work. It's a competitive bid for doesn't matter where it comes from, for a vinyl fence. Because in a neutral color, something like this, not in the white, because nobody keeps stuff clean. And the white does get dirty. And it would give the full coverage around there, and it would look decent in the community because people live on that street. Now, having said that, I believe there will be storage. I'm saying that to say, I believe that will be an area for storage units. Once the fence is up, I believe that. Now, I'm insofar as this area down here on Old Central, that area where that blue trailer is, that trailer was going to be substituted, you're right, Councilwoman, by one of the 7 modules. But the modules are too big. There was only one, and even that one now, we cannot get insurance on it. So we're trying to, nothing's been done yet. The frame is if we can salvage the frame. That's where we're at with those. And Mission of Love has asked, there was a meeting this morning, they asked me to attend Mission of Love and RTA about, are we going to actually use those modules or are we going to move them? Because they want to break ground in June to start the project. So those modules, we can't do anything with them, but we are, as of next Friday, what do you call this thing? The module, the new trailer will be ready to go on that site down the street. The blue one will be gone and the new trailer will be ready. But the cement has not been put down because DPI is holding up the permit, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll get the permit from DPI. And that trailer, the cement work will be done, the black fence with the security stuff on top, because of theft, will be up. We have to get a special lock, because in case of fire, the fire company has to be able to get in there. So it's a universal key. So anyway, I'm just bringing you up to date on that. So yeah, we have problems with all storage, period. But that will not be used for storage to make it look like a ghetto again. It'll just be the trailer, and maybe a nice unit could go on there. Council can talk about it. I don't know, just telling you, it's just gonna be a trailer for now. So it's decent for public works to go to. Because the other one, excuse me, Council Nita, the other one, you know, is, what's the word when you shouldn't use it? What's the word for that? You know, it's inhabitable.
Right.
Yeah, so we really don't want them to keep going into that, leaving mold and everything, so they need a decent trailer.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, so are we saying that the reason why we don't have the storage facilities on open lot is because we have to get the fence up first?
But the
And
ones
once
that I
we-
saw,
Okay, so once we get the fence up and has the fence knocking, then we can begin to get the storage unit. Like the fence.
and I have to bring that to y'all next meeting, and y'all can give the approval. He's been waiting on it, but I didn't put, that's my fault, to do the fence. And then he's ready to start. He being, what's the company, Joy? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah, he's ready.
Mr. Abram,
Mhm.
Mr. Williams.
It's not really- Disgrace, they didn't know how to put that. Yes, Councilman, yeah, they got to do it.
I'm with Councilmember Madison. No, they put a high.
Yeah,
wooden
wood,
fence
yeah.
around.
Mhm. It looks really bad. Have you gone to see that? They did, that's not what they do. That, it looks a mess. And the residents complain. It looks bad. We should not give people that kind of stuff when somebody lives on those streets.
That's a Airbnb, I know.
It's bad. Yes, you, sir,
I do, yeah.
Councilman Days?
Yeah, I would recommend that you don't go with the granite fence. I don't know what type of fence been proposed for that site. And in my opinion, that fence looked perfect. I don't know what y'all mean, that's a mess. And it's not perfect, but it's nice. I don't understand what y'all are looking at, so. You have to explain to me what you call it a mess. So it looks good, it looks
That's
nice.
my thing.
Yeah, and now that's the functionality of it is not right, but the fence is straight, I mean, it looks good,
That's on the trip.
so you just have to explain.
Oh, did what, I just, I don't know who to say.
Yeah, but I hope y'all take a note, do not use a vinyl fence. That fence, it's gonna crack, sun gonna beat it up, as soon as something hit it. the picket is gonna
Vinyl?
fall off.
Mm.
Yeah,
You know that.
yeah.
The other kind, it's, they have another type, it's, like it's hard plastic, I forget what they call it, but a lot of people.
It's called resin. Resin.
You know, people do put through their connections. Oh, okay, yeah. Cause I have, but they've had it for 16 years and they love them, they haven't had any problems.
The new word is called resin now?
Composites, you can get a composite.
But I'm saying the wrong word then.
We can also add request for warranty.
Why?
So I just wanted to state, that when I looked at the fence, the last time I looked at the fence, it was fine, but then when I came back around, the fence, the front of the fence looked like somebody had broken into the fence, or it was broken into in the front. And then the back didn't have the back layer. So when he put the fence in, he put the fence up against the old fence, which is a little metal fence that goes around. So it's not even level. You guys can go take a look at it, but it's not. It doesn't look good. In the front of it, it looks like you can just open, go right through it, and that's it.
Okay.
I yield, but I don't want to get off
Yeah.
subject, but. It seems to me that we're wasting money now. We can put that fence up and then go take it down. I'm all for the resin fence or like a composite fence, putting that up, but getting someone who knows what they're doing to put it up. And, you know, especially since it is in a residential neighborhood, like the couple of houses. If I wouldn't want some mess and, you know, to get a bus from one next round.
No. No, not complain. And it would be ARPA money, it wouldn't be our money. Yes, ma'am, excuse me, you? Yes, ma'am.
My question was, is it coming out of this year's budget?
No.
Okay,
Let's say, okay.
landscape. That's what we had next.
Yeah.
We're on that line.
Okay, sarcastic.
Yeah.
Landscape.
6108.
Yeah, so it's all just, yeah. Mosquito, all this stuff, speed control. See, and then also snow, yeah, we're still waiting for the bill for the snow and ice removal. We still haven't received it. Have you received it, Miss Aljua? The snow and ice removal. Remember, we had a lot of snow and we had bought a lot of ice. Has county given us the bill yet? Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't seen it either. And frankly speaking, they didn't give it to us last year either. We do. We have a contract with them, but we just, they don't seem to send us an invoice. We haven't had it for the last 2 years. We,
Last year.
2023, yeah. Yeah, so they didn't send it to us last year, I mean, last year, whatever you want to call it, 23, and we didn't get it for 20, well, I'm sorry, 24, and we also didn't get it for 25. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but we should leave it in there for the sake of just, because if it does hit us, we're gonna be in trouble.
Councilwoman Chu, can you tell me what is speed control devices?
That was actually, I had to be honest with you, that was actually, was one of my questions last time we had this, but I think you guys kept it in there. We don't have speed control devices for NSD. But it was just grandfather clause in from all the previous, budget, line items. We didn't take anything out because we don't. Items that you can take out. You can rename it for something else, but you know. Yes.
Is there a reason why we don't do mosquito control?
No, we will do mosquito control. It's basically summertime. Yeah, we'll be using that money. Landscaping services, I'm assuming, like I said, the flowering and so forth, but I think that maybe Miss Ajwa might have put that in material and supplies instead. Which we have to go in and basically investigate that. Yes?
Might I ask that when we do these variances, might I ask if we do a department, can you have the upcoming budget
Yes.
attached to this as well?
Yes.
You see, all we're doing, we're basically doing, what we asked for in the mid-year budget review.
Sure.
We're backtracking. This is what we asked for previously, or when we asked for the quarterly reviews. This is what we're doing now.
Okay.
And the budget, we're trying to do the budget, I'm trying to get the words
Okay.
out. So could you attach to this?
Sure.
So simultaneously, are you with me? You agree with me, Councilman Ford?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at the same time, when we look at this, we can also say, okay, we have the new budget right in front of us.
Right.
We can understand
Proposed,
what the
yes.
numbers are
Yes.
based on this.
Yes.
Okay.
I was actually working on that today too. So on the next one you have,
Councilman Ford?
sorry.
Yes, that would have satisfied the, projection column when we were asked for the quarterly reports. The quarterly spending report, because what that would include would be your actuals as well as your planned spending. So if you have your actuals like one first quarter, then you would have planned spending for your second, third, and fourth quarter.
Okay.
So then when we got to the latter part of the year, we would still have data in that column, which would satisfy us knowing, at the end, we would know what the end of year projection, end of year surplus and so forth are versus talking through like Mayor. So just so we get some clarification on that quarterly report.
Mayor, can I answer?
Yes, ma'am.
So my question to you, so because we do the mid-year appropriation, so you, instead of doing the mid-year, you want to do quarterly appropriation.
Yeah,
No,
and the mid-year, that's a different
yeah.
thing.
I know, I understand, but I'm just saying like, because, okay, Okay, so you're gonna do the mid-year appropriation, and then in addition, you want on a quarterly basis, you want to have basically what your projected potential costs might be, I'm a little confused.
Just so when the beginning, now, when we do our budget,
right?
since we're doing a budget
Right.
based on annual spending.
Yes,
You could tell us the percentages for each quarter, right? And so then once we end that quarter, and we don't have to stick to just the end of the year, I mean, the middle of the year to do our reappropriations, because we may have some variances which would require us to reappropriate funds, right? So at the end of each quarter, then you would see, hey, we're getting close to the quarter, we need this, instead of waiting until the, almost the end of the year. So yeah, so that's helpful in the quarterly plan. It's not double anything, it's just planning out quarterly what this budget is, because we're planning this budget annually. So we have to have some understanding of how it's being spent throughout the year. Or estimation,
You know,
annual.
Terry, when I see shit, there are some municipalities that look at their budget monthly.
right, we can do that.
I'm just.
I'm just, what I'm saying is like, I just want to
I'm
understand.
just saying.
For me, it's fine. I just want to understand how you want to do this, so we can actually do it like how you guys want to do it. I understand, for example, you guys very clear that you want more details on the descriptions, so we can have that prepared for you. You also want basically projected costs for the next 2 months, which we can prepare that for you, because you still have 2 more blocks. One is the administration and the other thing. But going forward, and of course, you also want proposed line for fiscal year 26. So in addition to that, you also want a quarterly.
Let me backtrack.
Okay,
Let me see. What we're doing now, we could have done in March,
okay,
beginning of March, when we
Okay.
asked for this, we could have done all this.
okay,
This is delaying the actual budget preparation where we are not at this point. But we're looking at numbers, and I'm using we're looking at the variance, which we could have looked at in March.
okay,
You know, that's what I'm saying. It helps us, of course, but we're kind of past due.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And so what
Okay.
Councilman Ford is saying, the more we look at it, the better we'll be.
understood,
We'll be up to date on our spending instead of trying to do everything after 9 or 10 months.
understood.
I think that's a fair request, right?
Sure, understood.
It's taking up.
That's fine. Okay,
Yeah, coming behind and trying.
Yeah.
okay. So we are now down to vehicle expenses, NSC 56,200 section. Okay, you have gas and oil. We will not be needing that, but however, I do want to point out that that line item is probably going to adjust. We will not have to do anything with it. It just, I think, some of the costs that Ms. Aja has put onto the police department needs to be reappropriated to NSD. She had lumped all the costs for the gas into the police department's line for gas and oil. So therefore, it needs to be reappropriate, so it reflects the actual amount that's been utilized by NSC and the actual amount that's been utilized for the PD.
So you have a report for that, because even if they take out, even if they take out for NSD, it still ain't gonna be that much money.
True.
If there's no way it's gonna be $16,000.
Nope,
But do we have an actual report for what the police department used?
Ms. Ajua,
Because when we get to that point, we need it. And right now, we should have had a report of what the actuals were for NSD.
agree.
Can I say something? Yeah, so,
I hear it. Okay, there you go.
Yes. So for the report, I'm still working on with the chief police, and I sent him like a report that I received. And I told him that to look at, double check, because I've been made the checks. I've been located everything. Now I say, please look at it, come and see TA so that we move on. Because some of the check has been done, but we are still like back and forth, back and forth. So I send it back to him. I say, please come and see TA with that so that we can move on. So TA will approve if you come and you explain to her because some of the item, the amount of the maintenance are high. So she requested the detail of
Yeah.
those maintenance. So it came with the detail. I said, come and explain to TA, because the check is already done. Explain to her, she signed, and we move on with that.
Didn't you mention this last time you had the same problem? You still could have said that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mentioned it, but we are
But
still
it
like,
hasn't been done.
yes, it hasn't been done. Yeah.
So who would you take it to next?
So I sent it 2 days
to get it done?
Yes, I sent it to the chief 2 days ago. I say, I've done my part. So you have everything. Come and explain to her how it's work. If you are okay, come and explain to her. She signed, and I mailed the checks.
Okay, but again, you said you had this problem 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to say, so you elevated to TA rank.
Yes.
It's not 2 days, I know you keep sending it, but you gotta elevate it because we're in budget season now. You gotta elevate it, move it. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to quantify this. You're absolutely correct. It would not have basically used an exorbitant amount of money because, like, again, remember NSC during this time period was using electric cars. So therefore, there's not going to be that much gas allocated to it. We only migrated to gas vehicle 2 months ago when we had those cars coming in from fleet. So I anticipate that number adjusting probably by possibly $4,000 maximum because there's not that many. And that's it. The rest, I said, like she said, we still need to look into it with the police department to make sure that's it's correct.
So, just, can I'm sorry, because I'm just getting frustrated because, I think we should have these numbers. So that means that you're still doing investigation for the gas, for
Yes.
the maintenance, for
No,
the GPS, because the GPS is $83.
Just the gas.
Is your shoe.
just the gas. Just the gas. Just the gas. Yeah.
You just mentioned the maintenance also.
It's totally separate. Okay, for this particular line item, it's just gas and oil. This is what I'm talking about. The maintenance she's referring to is basically I have questions regarding the maintenance the bills that's been put past me. She knows everything. I check everything. So when I have doubt about particular maintenance that's been done, I question it. It's separate from the budget.
But doesn't the maintenance identify which car you work on? So
Yes, it does.
Maintenance is, so if you have maintenance on a vehicle, then.
There's two particular-
The vehicle.
That's right.
So you will know whether it's NSD vehicle or.
No.
A police.
There's no issues on that. I know it's a PD's car. I know which car it is and I know who's drove that car.
Okay.
So at this point in time, what I want to know from her, actually not her, because she's not the one, I want to understand from the PD department why that particular car has been consistently needing maintenance back-to-back months in a very
But that-
expensive rate.
But the maintenance here has nothing to do with that police car that's in maintenance. So we're not taking out from their maintenance.
No,
Money.
no, no, this is just NSC. This is just, we're focusing on just NSC. When we get to the PD, we'll talk about that as well. But this is just NSC. But I wanted to put that to you just so that you know that that number will change. I wanted you to know that. And then in terms of vehicle maintenance, that's fine. They're fine. They don't need to do any more work. They're good. They maintain everything so far.
Councilman James,
Oh, sorry.
because you just keep talking, Joy.
Sorry about that.
No, yeah, because to get back on point, because you rattled.
Sorry.
Y'all, everybody else is.
Sorry.
Yeah, because 56201 was talking about the gas that NSD used from the police department. And this money have to go back, right, to the police department.
Yes.
So how are we on maintenance?
Because
And we were talking about gas.
Because Ms. A mentioned maintenance
Okay,
in her
well, she
conversation.
was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got the floor, Councilman James. Go ahead.
yeah. So how are we gonna reconcile that? So we're gonna tag it against their gas expense?
Yes.
Their gas and oil?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the vehicle GPS, the reason being is that the GPS is all basically tied to the police department. They basically provides the GPS to us. So it's under their account. And then they have, like, for example, they have 20. So we just take some of their GPS and put it into our cars. We don't see a point of just basically letting it sit there. We might as well utilize what we have currently. Does that make sense?
Councilwoman Chu.
Hold on, I didn't get the floor. I
Oh,
didn't
sorry.
get the floor. She just started talking, so I want to know.
Sorry.
How are we gonna do that? And how did this mishap even happen? How did they started charging the police department for their usage.
For what? The gas
Like
bill?
you.
What happens is that gas boy sends a gas bill to basically the police chief. In the past, they just basically paid it without checking, and they continue to do so until I said, I don't think this is correct.
And then they just go and they'll just charge it to the police.
They didn't have a code, so they were just
So they
using,
use the
yeah.
cost. Okay, all right, okay, thank you, I understand that.
You-
I yield the floor now.
So I was just wondering if. A million people. No, I know you didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
One at a time, go ahead.
So I was just wondering, and this is a question to council and mayor. If the GPS is one consolidated bill and the price is the same regardless of each car, can that be under like the admin account? So you don't have it under the police department or NSD, can we just move that under admin? Or can you do that? I don't know, because it doesn't make sense to break it GPS for NSD and GPS for the police department if it doesn't matter, because it's not, each GPS has one flat fee, is that correct?
Yeah,
So why can't we just have one line item for GPS and that's it?
but is it possible to keep,
Idea.
is it possible to just keep it there? Because what I explained to Ms. Ajwa is that, for example, it's $30 per unit, right? GPS, for example, per rental. And if there's 20 of them, that's 600. Why can't we just take the ones that's being utilized by the police department? That's their amount, and that's what that, and that's their number. And the one that's basically being utilized by NSC, for example, $150. It goes right in here on a monthly basis. It's that quantifies it clearly.
It's not right here.
That's because the GPS didn't execute until more recently. Is that fair to say? Did you allocate everything to this side, or you still, because remember we had this conversation.
Yes,
Okay, is that an X?
Okay.
Is that an
There's an X.
Put an X there? Yeah, put an X. Okay, right here, right.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next section, which is basically.
Vehicle, you forgot.
Oh, yes, this is very important. I wanted to add with council mayor's permission. Again, this is jumping to obviously proposed budget. Like I said, I was working on this and I just kind of had that section. Anyways, vehicle leasing, we do have vehicles that's being leased. Sorry about that. I know, I'm so tired. I'm just like, I drink a lot of coffee. So, for the vehicle leasing, I would request that we have, amount allocated for about 45,000. It's for all the leased cars that we have for NSC, plus I guess the trucks we will be leasing. It's true. This is annual. The lease is annual. So, but okay,
These for new cars or new leasing cars?
no, but because it's a lease, you have to pay on an annual basis. So you don't pay at one time. So that's why I requested for this amount so we can actually pay the leasing cars. Yeah, it's like rent, right? You have to pay every month and every year. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So far, we have 4 Jeeps, 2 trucks, that's 6, and then we'd like to add 2 more cars. Mr. Gibson's thinking about possibly bringing the transportation, trash aspect into the town. So we're trying out with 2 little trash trucks.
Okay, it would be, now let me put this in perspective.
Sure.
It would be the council would think about bringing the trash to the.
Yeah, of course.
You know me, with respect.
Yes.
But if Ms. Gibson can give the council a proposal, we're open to that.
Yes.
Right.
What?
Okay, is
Yeah.
that a better way to say it?
Yes, that's a better way to say it.
Is that what we're going here?
Yes, and also I want to say one thing is because one of the trucks was so rusted, that's the one that Councilman Anita had mentioned. Instead of replacing it with another similar truck we don't need, we thought we'd just get a smaller size vehicle to basically try the process out,
Okay.
which
So
I would
that's
propose
what
to you
the
guys.
It would make sense. when
Yes.
you're Looking at this.
Of course.
45,000 over
Yeah.
the corner.
But this wasn't the proposal
Okay.
spreadsheet. This was more I want to add this line item.
This is what.
Yes.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
Councilman.
Not trying to be the person, I'm just trying to cover again. The $45,000 is gonna be a recurring
Yeah.
budget item now.
Yes, but again, that's approximate number. I don't have the,
Save money then.
Because per car, it would have cost, if, okay, I had proposed, actually, no, but let me just put it this way. I'm gonna bring out, the original proposed why we leased the car to tell you the different, why we did what we did. But I think with actual numbers, it would make more sense. I mean, we don't.
I'm just doing someone to refresh my memory. Oh, that's good. Do you all know?
Yeah, she brought this to our attention. Yeah, she brought this to our attention when she said,
I remember bringing it to our attention, but I don't remember how we saved money. Do you remember?
Right.
well, it's gotta be your social.
Just clarify for us if no one else.
No, I'm gonna clarify it. Okay, so what we did was basically, we had all these old cars and, Councilman Anita brought to our attention that this is not safe for our guys to drive because, just accident waiting to be happening. And then, so basically, we looked into possibility of purchasing these cars. Her car was like, I don't know, $40,000, which we do not have. To buy 4 cars would have been $120,000. So what we did was instead, we decided to basically, utilize a leasing possibility where we basically only have to pay. Why is this not the folder I had? Where we only have to pay a certain amount per annual, which included also maintenance of the car and as well as a set of tires and brakes. And that would basically bring our like costs down. So what originally we were only been able to purchase 1 car, we would have been able to get 4 or 5 cars instead. And I do have that breakdown, except I don't have it in front in this folder. Yes, yes, that would. And then, so, hold on 1 second. It was like originally, if we wanted to get 4 cars, it would have been like $450,000, something in my head. And then now we only have to pay a very small amount, but they get the same thing. But we just basically lease it versus buy.
Every year.
Yeah, but however, the car by the 5th year is ours. It actually belongs to us. Yes, it's ours.
Is that with option to buy?
Councilman Amanda, Councilman Amanda, you yield the floor? Okay, Councilman James.
Do we have option to buy?
No, it's ours after 5 years.
Do we start over or? Where
No,
we
you
are.
have an option. After 5 years, you have the option either it's traded in for another car or you basically keep it.
So we paying like $37,000?
No, you don't pay $37,000. No.
If we're
Wait,
leasing,
Councilman Ford, hold on.
There's
Councilman
actually,
James got the floor, okay.
I have the breakdown of the things is it will basically make it more clear. And it's very precise in terms of what savings you'll be making and how much you're actually getting out of the car and how it's going to be like helpful to the overall cost of the town.
Okay, so Councilman James, you want to yield the floor or no? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, because, I know. In my buildings, no, in my buildings with leasing the car. They'll try to almost give you what the face value is or blue
Right.
book value at the end of that leasing contract.
Correct.
And you're not really saving nothing.
well, we don't have to purchase it. It's literally ours.
No, you do.
No, you have to buy it.
Yes, you
No,
do.
No, no.
You still have to-
No. I leased the car before you, when after the lease,
Yeah.
they give you, like you said,
Yeah.
adjusted price.
Well, you get
Went to another lease.
Yes.
That's not what Gabe
I
said.
know.
But not, yeah, from experience, I know that's true.
Exactly. So we're not getting good to you.
Well, she was saying to buy new cars in the beginning, so.
Cause I know when we was on our town, 1 car cost us like, almost like $40-something thousand, $50,000. When we did that, purchased that, EV or hybrid or something like that.
so what do we have comparing it to what we have? We have little truck. What do we do? What do they run like what? Run like what? What do we have?
I think
2024,
companies will
2025.
What's the other cars we had then?
surplus.
What's surplus?
Sold them.
Sold them, yeah, so we supposed that one to be.
Is that our revenue?
No, well, we'll see.
2025.
Still want to hold you guys up, but I definitely have the whole package. That's
Yeah.
2025.
Quick
They're
question.
based on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because everybody's over to Councilman James,
you
you
know, they're
still there?
based on.
You still?
No, I'm finished.
Okay. Councilman Ford, you want the floor?
Yeah, so, yes, please. I was looking up the 2025, vehicles under 20,000?
Compass? Jeep Compass.
Jeep Compass.
That car costs more than that.
Yeah.
No.
I think
Cannot be.
Base model, that's what they say.
It's 30,000.
It's 30,000?
Yeah,
So you'll be paying 37.5 for each, right?
No, I didn't say it was 37,
If
but,
we do 5.
No, she's talking about if we bought it out.
Oh.
Right.
but
That's not long-term savings.
Okay, done,
Yeah.
Councilman Ford? Okay, Julie.
I just wanted to get clarification. You said at the end of the lease, in 5 years.
the car
those
belongs
cars
to you.
belong to the town, meaning that
That's not true.
we don't have to.
It does,
act-
it
we
is
don't-
that.
Wait a minute, let me
Okay.
finish.
Yes, ma'am.
So does that mean we don't have to come out our pocket to purchase the
No.
balance of the car?
I think it was like, the way they broke it down was like, I think, there was a sheet that basically I presented to you guys. It's like $2,000 you have to pay, that's it. But then what I did was a comparison between how much more, see, I can't find it. If I find it, it's all there.
Gotta need the contract, cause that's, I
Wait a
think that's
minute.
important, we need to know.
Yes.
So after,
we go.
after 5 years, the town will pay $2,000 per car and it will belong to the town.
Okay, here we go. Actually, I have it right here. So basically, the reason we did what we did is actually our costs, if we were to actually buy these cars, it would have been like, oh God, why is this so small? Oh, my glasses. It's not helping me anymore. So, no, because we also had, remember, we not only just had the Jeeps, we also had the trucks, which we basically purchased. So, the idea was basically, what is it?
We have a price for each of the cars.
Yes, we do. Okay, so based on a monthly basis to get out the car remodeling principle, blah, blah, blah. You would basically have a remaining balance of like, depending on the car, per car. For example, the Compass would have been like $3,780. And then the others were a different price. So the truck will be more expensive, 12,000. No, not 12,000. Sorry about that. Remaining principal based on this, like, anyways, I don't have my glass. I mean, I have my glasses, but I can't see. Maybe Mr. James can read it. I can't see anything.
That's $41,000.
You want the floor?
No, where do you get the $41,000?
Yeah, it's
Why-
41,000 if you're talking about the Compass. Because it's like 75 a year, right? 5 years is 37.
75 a year. Why would it be?
Because we do acrobatic.
Okay, wait, let me just look at this.
And then it's
Well, that's including the
37.5 plus.
You know what? I'm gonna just do a breakdown for you guys.
That includes the truck and the bus.
I'm gonna just do a breakdown for you guys.
No, that's the point, she's
But we
right,
didn't know it.
she's right, we're all off the budget, let's put everything. No, we really are.
We don't even know.
I will do a breakdown for you guys. Enterprise will do a breakdown for you guys. Not a problem.
All right, she's gonna get a breakdown. Let's.
Yeah, you guys can have that.
Let's see, I'm gonna say this again, all this is, if we had done budgets throughout the year, we wouldn't be doing all this.
Okay, so we're now on to,
Where's the next one?
Salaries and benefits.
we're on now on to basically, salaries, neighborhood services. We're under budgeted by, 1,987 is not gonna be enough because we, have 2 more months left. And then, as I noted with Massager, I need to check this because I don't understand why we would be under budgeted.
Councilmember Chu, okay, one at a time, who wants to go? Here, 42, but Chu, go ahead. Councilmember.
This is the reason why, when we talk about salaries, it's a good idea to break it down for each individual person. Because NSD has either 1 or 2 positions open. So where is the money for the 2 positions that are open? It should, that's why when you do a budget and you show salaries, the salaries are broken down because actually we should be position surplus. Because we have either 1 or 2 positions available.
Yeah.
So looking at this, that means that he can't hire for that position because we don't have the money to budget.
Or basically, when we first budgeted, it was not the correct, that was the correct number. That's a possibility too. So what I'm saying, like when you first budgeted last year, the amount that basically was allocated should have been more than what you guys budgeted for. So anyways, I think Council, Mayor Pro Tem 2 is right. If you actually had it by person, by position, and basically calculate it that way, there would be no mistakes. I think because it was lumped together in one lump sum, I think it was increased by percentage, then therefore it's possible that's incorrect.
How much more money we have. We're told over and over, and you assured us that there would be enough for all of these salaries.
There are enough for the salary, and I'm gonna say this one more. No, that's because I have to go back and look and to make sure that number has been inputted correctly.
We don't know if these numbers are correct.
For this particular number, I want to double confirm.
And
For any number that, to be honest, for any number that's a negative, I'm gonna double check that. I'm gonna investigate it, just to be sure.
can you give us a breakdown of the salary? Can you?
Absolutely, I have it ready. No, I don't have it ready because it has their name. I prefer not to do that. I prefer just put position in next to it.
Let's keep going.
I have it. I literally have it.
We got 15 more minutes before. we
Sure.
go to council.
If you go to, down to payroll, taxes and everything. Salary, OT. That, OT overtime, it's basically, I think there was a lot of snow days that occurred this year. So I think this is actually very justifiable. And we had a lot of events this year too. Sure.
Then you had some, Councilman Ron?
Go ahead.
Councilman.
I can agree with, events. Our events are normal, but we really don't have more snow days we did last year, but.
Oh, we had a lot of snow there this year. Oh my goodness. A lot. Oh my goodness, they had,
Let me finish my point. My point is that we need to project each year more money than if there's gonna be. We didn't have we had a snowy season, but not an extreme.
oh, we had extreme.
No.
No,
So my
It
point
wasn't
is
extreme.
January and February, we had those.
that for next year, we need to put more money then into overtime to prepare for snow.
And also, we do have a lot of events that happened this year in comparison to last year. There's a lot of activities and so forth. But I think the snow was the big kicker because a lot of people, they had to work. I mean, they have to come in, even if it's just like flurries, not like heavy snow, they still have to come in and plow to prevent from icing up. And if you ask any of the residents, they will tell you this year, they're like, they're amazed. We were faster than PG County, which couldn't get it together. Yeah.
Councilman Ron, you have something?
No, we want a lot of sidebar.
Okay.
Yeah. Councilman Ron. Okay, keep moving, TA Banks.
For everything else, like I said, the ones I have concerns with are the ones that's negative. So uniform cleaning. So I need to figure out why it's actually costing us more. Is it because they've increased their prices or we just basically, I don't know, we're just like cleaning more. It just needs to figure that out. Everything else does not need to be increased. That's pretty much.
You want to go?
I'm sorry, yeah.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Councilwoman,
Anita.
Can it be that the increase that we got, one more person?
That's true. Yes, we do have, they're cleaning their uniform. That's true. The PSA folks.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Why? Okay.
Go ahead, so increase of the code enforcement.
Yeah, they are starting to wear uniforms. That was put together for them. Yes,
Thank you, I yield.
thank you.
And they're looking more.
Go
Yes.
ahead, Councilman Jerry.
The rest, as you can sort of see, is pretty much, state aid, police protection plan, those are basically the amount.
Councilman Chu,
Sorry.
You skip.
What?
Special projects.
Yes. Special projects, again, I need to look into that line item to figure out what is considered special projects.
Got the floor, Chief?
Yeah, also, fire internet.
Yep,
Are we okay for the end of the year? for
Yep.
that? Okay.
yep.
I yield.
Special projects. When we say these, some of these, you're gonna have to readjust with Councilman Ford, how we wanna do it, y'all, because it's too much money. That's what I'm saying. Are you
Yeah.
looking at that too when you do the variance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You talking about Jimmy or, okay, no, yeah.
We got too much money in these lines, TA Brand.
Yeah, but here's the thing is like, I think we also understand what the special projects mean because
Okay.
that,
They don't
that,
mean too much because there's no money in there. No.
true. I don't know if that's, it becomes like special projects, but. I mean, well, I guess you could say maybe they have like, they can classify, well, maybe they can classify the shed that they want to do an OPA slot under as a special project. I don't know. So, okay, so we're moving on. After that, state aid for police protection. This is just the amount that basically, that we were given, that we basically, the middle column is how much we used and how much is remaining. On the third, on the, last column.
You're right.
Yep, there are grants. No, this is a section. We're just going down the list, basically based on,
Is this not NSD?
no, but NSC is done. That was the end of NSC. That's it. But do you want to look at this as nonetheless, because you're here? No, okay. Okay, then we don't do it. We don't do it. We'll put it next time.
Stop the floor. Oh, did you still have the floor? I'm gonna say, I was gonna call, do you still have it?
She didn't have it.
No, you
You never asked for the floor.
Oh,
I did, I had the floor.
floor.
Yeah, I had the floor.
Okay.
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say, I thought we were just gonna do NSD. and-
Right, we have to.
She didn't take out with you.
Now, if we,
No, I just one minute.
I yield. I ain't messing with y'all.
Okay, I think that's what I'm for though. Yeah, for the, I know we're not, I just want to ask a question. The reason I want to ask a question is because we don't, we have all this extra money. And since I see available money in the grant, and I know we use,
Yeah, no,
no, that's the next one. We're all
I
public
told
works.
you all.
It's confusing, I know.
no,
That's
I'm talking about
public
the,
works.
well,
Where are you?
Talking about,
You
you
started
started getting
paying.
grants.
no, I just want to have one question. Goodness.
All right, go ahead.
For district and neighborhood safety, can you tell me what that grant, could cover?
Last month.
Yeah, I'm talking these, crosswalks, and it's like, if we didn't, we did other things like, the cameras and all that stuff. So-
Cameras was, she's got the board. Board, please, board, please. I mean, shoot, please. Okay, one of the board, please, continue. Please continue forward.
Yeah, and so I just want to know if, since this grant money there, is this, because it says neighborhood safety, so crosswalks will fall under this?
can I answer this?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to check to make sure we have this grant coming in because there is a set of grants I've given to Ms. Ajua that basically we have applied for, but we want to confirm that we have the money in our account before we can actually start spending it.
Why is it going here?
I'm sorry.
Why is it here?
That's the question. So I will, this one, district and neighborhood safety.
Yeah, we're going to count it.
You're absolutely right. Jump on the floor, you have the floor.
Okay.
So, while we're, talking about NSD, any funds that's a surplus, if we can put it to the side, if nothing else seems, out of whack in terms of town administration. In the police department, I would like to do some funding for the crosswalk. I'm gonna put that below.
Councilman Chu.
Okay. Councilman Ford, you done? I'm going.
Yeah, because,
Councilman J.
take into consideration.
Councilman J.
No, I just suggested we reconcile the budget before we, consider what Councilwoman.
District
said.
safety. Did we get
Okay.
money for this?
Yeah. No.
Did we get money?
Your money.
We just want to sit out.
Zero. Can I see
So,
can I see like, your budget, please? Just give me your budget.
Okay, you.
Joy,
Yes,
Joy,
yes.
I just want to say, I think Councilman Amanda's next, Councilman.
No, I was
You
next.
were next?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, I don't want to speak up. then you
Okay,
get this
hold on, everybody. That's okay. I just wanted to say, so we know how we're going to progress. We just finished with this,
Yes,
dealing with the actuals.
yes.
What we need now, instead of jumping to another department, we need you to come to us with the actual budget for the fiscal year.
Okay,
And then we will work those numbers based on what we just did.
got you.
And you and Councilman Ford or Councilman Ford can lead that conversation, but we need to have the actual budget for the, what's this department? Public Works. What is this?
NSC.
We need to have the actual numbers that you have put in place, so we can put them against what we are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do that. So we'll do one section at a time, not just do all. At this point, we're doing reviews and we don't want to just jump. Let's finish one.
Okay, so we're focusing on NSC.
For Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Ms. A, would y'all have the actual budget stuff for us by Wednesday?
Yes,
Based on our feedback, right, Ms. Ren, we're giving you the feedback.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Councilwoman.
Yes, you.
Okay, so I got two issues. My first issue is, I think there's conflict of interest with Councilwoman Ford doing the budget because she's looking for money for her crosswalk. Y'all just see. No.
Let's get to the
No,
conflict
okay,
here.
okay, wait,
Seriously.
no, do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we do this in the grants, where does the, stop sign and the speed cameras and all of that come in? Is it under the police department? Or does it fall under here? Because I know there's revenue in it, but they have with the crosswalks, but I just don't know where it could be in place.
Right now it's being placed in grants. It's the overall pot of basically grants that's coming in.
District and neighborhood.
No, it's not in that.
Cause I don't see it.
Oh, you say, well, no, we.
Okay, let me reframe this, okay? It should be here, but it's in the police department revenue. Please take a look at the revenue page. You guys have the green sheet. I don't have a green sheet because, Councilman James took mine.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, we're not gonna go through the revenue right now. We just did what.
But
we're
I'm
doing.
okay, then can I
And
just
that's
tell
how
you
we
which
all put in
line
place.
item it's on? So,
I see it,
yeah.
I see it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, TA Ren. Let's do the fiscal. I mean, the constant yield.
Okay.
Amanda, I called for the floor.
Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question, and I would like to maybe hear from Mr. Gibson, I need to on or continue Ryan, but I would like to know what NSP strategic initiatives or plans or vision, if any, that they have, being the ones who are doing the work every day. I would like to hear from them what some of their initiatives or strategic plans and visions are.
Man, that's actually Mr. Gibson.
Okay, that's a good call. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see that there was. Okay, can we ask Mr. Gibson? Can you hear us?
Yeah. You want to
ma'am.
talk? Yeah, there you go.
Input to,
Yes, I
into
do.
this, to this, budget for fiscal year upcoming?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't even realize you were on. Thank you.
Yes, I've been listening the whole time.
Okay,
Sorry, I had to leave at a medical emergency.
okay.
Well, Mayor and Council, my projected thing for the town is to, as I heard y'all speak upon the storage issue, I would like to have that Opus lot, a storage building put up there, so that we can alleviate all those storage units except the police departments. That's one. Number two, I would also, because we don't have the any place anymore to put the dumpster we used to have, that we threw a lot of bulk trash and trash that is deposited within the town, so that when we got rid of it, now sometimes we just have to leave it on the trucks because we're not going to have any place to put that debris. I discourage from just putting it down where we used to put it because, like I said before, we used to have that dumpster, that 30-yard dumpster that stayed in the town. That's why I was requesting to get either a small, compactable truck, which could, we could put that debris in and maybe charge a small fee to the residents later on to collect bulk trash and take it away from Jetta. So that's one of the things I had proposed, or well, I do propose that maybe we look into down the line. And also, because even the town of Fairmont Heights, they do their own trash. I spoke with their director a couple times, and they're only using one 25-foot truck, and that truck requires a CDL. And me and him was speaking, and he had the same mindset that the smaller trucks that are non-CDL trucks, where you can use regular drivers and you won't have to pay that exorbitant amount for CDL workers, which are harder to keep because they float. Because by them having that CDL, they jump from company to company. A lot of them are hard to keep. But if you get the smaller trucks, which are non-CDL trucks, we can bring that money, that exorbitant amount of money that we spend every month paying Jetta for their not good service a lot of times. I think we could bring that money in-house and it'll give us a great surplus of money to do a lot of things with.
He explained it much better than I did. That was the whole idea, was just trying to basically do a test tie.
Well, you keep on, Mr. Gibson,
Ma'am?
you had some more to add, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
I
keep
mean,
going.
also, signage. I think all the signs in the town need to be replaced. We have been replacing them a few at a time, but most of them need to replace. A lot of the street pole signs themselves, when the initial contracting company put them in the ground, they put them in too low. The way they put them in, they have the aluminum sign itself is deteriorating. So we're swapping out a lot of those poles and stuff because the signs are just crumbling up. So between that and the trash amount that we're having, I think things are coming around. I think we're dealing with the taking the stuff down on the hill, and even doing that, we don't have a place to put the trash.
That's why you put in a little vehicle in the budget. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you open for questions from the council?
Yes, I am.
Council?
Councilman James. Hey,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gibson, yeah,
Yes, sir.
you taking down the structure, the frame from the high tower?
Yes, I am, sir.
Oh, can you reuse that at the open slot for your temporary structure to drive your trucks under? Or at least one of them?
The way that gentleman formed that up, he made a wooden front to that. Plus, the way that pad is constructed, it won't fit on there.
Okay.
It won't fit on there.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Councilman, you yield, Councilman James?
I yield.
Okay, Councilman Chair.
Mr. Gibson, quick question. If we do decide to think about bringing in that dump trucks for bulk trash, would that increase the, amount of money for the, landfill? Or, would it increase the amount of money for the landfill? Because
Yes,
doesn't
ma'am.
it cost to dump that, right?
It does, but the price that we pay this is the problem we have, Councilwoman. When we use those 30-yard containers, right? They give it to us for a flat fee. The problem with it is you have to watch everything you put inside of it. You can't put any tires in it. You understand? You can't put it, you got to make sure a TV doesn't go in it. So you have to break it down and make sure that these things don't go in it, because if you do, it increases the amount that they charge us. So okay, say they give us a flat bulk rate for the dumpster itself, which may be a $450 fee, right? But you got to watch everything you put in it. And when people deposit debris in the town illegally, they deposit the stuff that you can't take to the dump. So that's the biggest problem with it. So that's what we usually wind up putting in it or having laying around, tires, stuff like that. I think if we could generate some small income, it would overlap that money. And we giving away money, allowing Bates and WB Waste to bring their product in. We might as well do it in-house. It's even I think the quality of service would change also.
Okay, thank you. How you
Yeah.
doing? Anything else, council?
Councilmember Mado.
Dismiss.
I just wanna make sure that, Mr. Gibson knows that I think all those things are great, but we have to have that reflected in the budget in order to take action on it. So, coming to the table with just a better understanding of what those actual costs would be, you know, whether you have to get quotes on things or, break it down for us, what, the cost would be monthly to do, whatever it is, it just, we will need to see that so that we can adequately put it into the budget to support those initiatives.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the time we're doing it.
Correct.
I,
Which means you have to do a proposal to present during budget time, which would mean we have to put how many men, how much you would cover with the thing, how many vehicles you need, how many staff, whatever, I just said that. You'd have to put all that into us and give us a projection of the cost to consider. How many
Yes, ma'am.
hours, what would the days be? You know, it's a big package you have to write up.
Of course.
And-
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Okay, everybody, let's go to the, Council Hill.
Yeah. In front of you guys, there's a one page. Basically, this is our net, well, column one, this is our net accessible real property base. And I put in some tax rate for your consideration. And based on what the mayor has suggested last time, one is obviously what the county suggested, which Mayor Pro Tem wants to go with. The other one is what I guess I think one other person wanted to stay with was our current, which is the 0.03801. And then what mayor has suggested was a mid ground, which is the tax rate 0.03683. So literally exactly in the middle between what the county suggests and what we currently have. And then next to it, you'll see basically the potential revenue based on those tax rates.
Councilwoman Chu. So what I did was I took what, and I hope I did this right, you guys can go behind me. So I took what we were charging at the point 0.03801, and that's the revenue from it. Then I subtracted that from the 3683, which gave me a net figure of $48,205, which means that it would be an additional $32 per household if we go that route. Then I took and subtracted the 1552 from the 1456, which gave, and this is what the state county has, the 3565. So I came up with $96,411, which will make each household go up $64. So, I guess I'll just, because at first I wanted to see the difference in the rates.
That's what we asked for, but I want the actual numbers of how much it would be, but she said she'd just tell us.
But so that I think, so
Let her tell us the three numbers, that's what I asked. for.
Well, basically, it was,
Finished based on the number.
she's gonna say, she already calculated it.
But I did exactly what she did.
She did exactly what I did.
Now, where's everybody at? Okay, let's start, Councilwoman Ford, what is your thought?
We did go up last, fiscal year, I don't see that, according to what the budget looks like, we have surplus. So I don't feel that we necessarily, considering we don't have any plans, right, to go up again this fiscal year. We've had a lot to go on, this fiscal year with the layoffs. So, you know, people are having a rough time, so keeping it where it is feasible, and I support that. Keeping it where the county, no. Yeah, so you be very clear. Yeah, I want to, yeah.
Should I take a
what
straw
the
vote?
county
No.
is suggesting. That's it.
I'm just trying to get
And
a
that's the
feel.
0.3565.
Okay, Ford is saying, okay, I'm just trying to say that because we need to take a vote, it's not that big a decision. I mean, I'm just trying to say, so eventually we're gonna have to make a decision so she can do what she has to do. Ford is the same, Chu, you're the same.
No, she wants 3,565. She wants lower.
With the
Yeah.
state.
Oh, state, Ford said state, okay. I'm just telling
Oh,
all
county.
y'all, the county, if you stay the same, you are actually increasing. So you understand that because the assessments on the home is. the homes are going
Increased.
up.
That's 1.38
So you have to consider that. And
So you're doing the county.
county,
Yes.
county Chu, okay. Councilman James,
0.003565.
county. It's county, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Councilman Neal,
Remain the same.
remain the same. Okay. Rita says 038. Okay, same. No. Okay, you have got, excuse me, Councilman Mann.
So I just want to make sure I understand correctly that if we don't remain the same, 0.003801, we're losing money in our budget next year.
Yes.
If they don't have a share. I would like to know the same.
Let me see, okay. And, okay, so what we have here,
Councilwoman, can I say one thing?
yes, ma'am.
Either way, council, the mortgage is still gonna go up. And we need to. We've been doing good this year, bringing a lot of stuff to the town. Yes, you're absolutely right. People are losing their job. But we also gotta look at that either way, we're gonna probably be faced with a lot of foreclosures where we're not gonna get tax money from. So with that being said, we need to stay the same.
Councilmember Amanda?
Let me,
A lot of people lose the way, they have a job.
not you. Everybody, okay, so 1, 2, 3, I'm just trying to tell you what we have. We've got 4 for county, and tell me if I'm wrong. And we've got Councilman Amanda and Councilman Anita for same. Am I wrong?
Right.
Okay, what I'm trying to tell you, you have to have a supermajority vote on this one. No, maybe you don't, you need 5, because I vote, so it's 5 out of 7.
So which way you gonna go?
So no, 20 vote.
Can I say something?
I'm going with county, so that would make it be a supermajority. I'm going with county. So, yes, ma'am, Councilman Amanda.
I just want to, here's my reasoning why I stay the same. Thanks to the hard work of the mayor and town staff and other council members, that there is development happening. And it's gonna incur some costs that, we need to be able to uphold and, be able to fund. So I know that the grant money is covering a lot of the building, but it's gonna mean possibly that we need more employees or we need different supplies or the things that we pay normally are gonna go up. So I think I understand that we want to protect how much that each taxpayer is contributing, but they're receiving some development this year. They're receiving a lot of actions and good work that people at this table are doing. And with that, we pay for costs, and that's a significant amount of money to lower our budget by, when we're already, in my opinion, we don't have a hefty amount to work with. So I would hope some of you might consider differently, for the sake of being able to continue to pour that money back into the quality of life here in the town, and that the residents will be able to see tangibly and experience tangibly, what their tax dollars are going to. So that is my reasoning for saying the same. I understand it does make the actual dollar amount go up. But I would just hope some of you might reconsider in order to support our budget and support a lot of the great initiatives that have been started.
Councilmember James. Yes, even though all you're saying is true, considering the economic climate that we're in right now, if we, increase, we're very unstable right now. With the economy and where people maintain their jobs. I mean, I'm witnessing on a daily basis, people leaving, people being fired. So to put this extra burden on folks, whereas you don't even know if they're gonna have their job. So it's like we do this, right? Let's say we do do the increase. That's another hardship on people. And they lose their job, so you're gonna lose out anyway.
Foreclosure.
Yeah, if they'll be foreclosed because they can't afford to stay. So we at least want to try to meet people where they are financially at this time. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but if we're not living in stable times right now, and we don't know when, it's only by the grace of God that folks are still holding on and having these jobs. Because I mean, I witness people every day losing their positions. So I wouldn't want to put that increase this and put another hardship or burden on our veterans. I use the floor.
My rationality, the reason why, and I did the figures and the numbers, is the fact that, we are getting additional income. We have speed cameras. We just did the meeting yesterday and 5 new locations and most of the locations, for instance, they had 885 people at one location, and all but 35 stopped at the stop sign. Those are like, Capitol Heights, seriously, Capitol Heights, I could not believe it.
Wow.
And I'm not just saying that to say, okay, we money grabbing, but when we really sit down and think about the income that's coming in from the speed cameras and the stop sign cameras, like I mentioned before, we can take that and it could fund maybe half of the police officer's salary. Take the money that we have set aside for that salary and put it back into our operating budget and use it in that way. So there are, ways that we can make it work, even if we go to the county level with this, what is it called again? Constant yield. Even if we go to the county level with the constant yield, we're still bringing in income. And then once we start our annexation, we put cameras on those roads. That's an additional money that's coming in. Plus, we found out in the meeting that we are now able, and we're in the process because Virginia is giving us the okay. We can start flagging people with Virginia tags. So they can't get their registration unless they pay tickets. So we are generating income. We do have income coming in. And I'm not saying to be reliant on that solely, but at least it can help us maneuver the budget and move things around to compensate for that income. I yield. I yield.
I agree with and definitely what brings what I was saying too, Councilwoman Graham was saying. However, Councilwoman Chu, we keep calling about these big cameras, we can do security, this and this. Are we generating a lot of money? One, that's my first question. Number two, you said about the annexation, I thought we were supposed to be done with that, thank you. The annexation is supposed to be finalized, what, last month? Or,
No, we stopped it.
so when are we gonna do the annexation?
Remember, I know this is not too constant, but when we had 5 lawyers deep that night. I didn't even know the executive director, Mr. Ikena, was here. He had just started a week ago. He's from RDA, Redevelopment Authority, and we had Mr. Law 3D. And then we had the county, 1D. So we have 5 attorneys here. All of them were fighting the annexation. The reason being for that was because it was not done properly, and we were encroaching on things that were really out of our parameters. And so my thing was, we need to look at this again, and in talking to the consultant, he said That is something that, if you remember, it was experienced by Chevrolet, same problem. So we had to pull back on it.
Can I second that? Yes, ma'am. But I thought that we pulled back to breaking down in increments, because Chevy won their case. There's no revealing of it. Chevy won their case because the county didn't have a leg to stand on.
The not Chevrolet, Blainberg won their case.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Chevrolet's done, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we decided to maybe go increment, and it would make it a lot.
Three
easier,
phases.
You know, of course. But what I'm saying is,
Okay, this I gave that floor. We're gonna go in increments, so there's no guarantee you're gonna get those streets to put the cameras on to get the money. Okay, so again, and hey, I know better than probably a lot of y'all sitting here, because I'm sitting in the federal government and don't know be real. Understand that. But even if we weren't living in this time, you will find a way to pay your mortgage. And if you can't pay your mortgage, you're gonna lose the house. You know, I mean, I may not be saying it right, but I still think stay the same, so you get some revenue for the just in case.
Okay, you after her, we're gonna have to put this to some kind of a vote, because we can round table this forever, respectfully, Councilman Mann.
Yeah. What is the actual dollar amount difference per household? Like from, they're paying $50 in taxes, now gonna be paying $80 in taxes if you go with the highest amount.
Yeah, Reg?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, I can do it really quickly. Sorry about that. Shoot, I still have my phone.
because everybody is different.
That's right,
Average.
Assessment.
that's right.
So your assessment is different if you're assessing from 200,000, 300,000, 400,000.
But if I could get like an average,
I can't, well.
an average person.
It's about, but the difference between basically if you stay at 38 versus 35 is 96. Well, it's basically $68.86. It's $96,411 divided by 14 home on average, and you're looking at $68.80 per home. No, it's 1,400 homes. So the difference is $68.86 at 1,400.
So,
How's that incorrect?
On
On average.
At the point eight.
Oh, yes.
You wanted all three. Did you want all three?
no, I just wanted an idea of what that amount is going to be, because again, and I understand times are rough and jobs are at stake for folks. But I believe that amount, because I hear a councilwoman, she was saying, but if we don't keep it at the same, even though we're bringing income, we're losing that from our budget as well. So we're still just gonna be, again, in the same position we are and not really having a surplus or an addition into our budget. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So, I think we're going to need it. I think we can use it. I think there's a lot of momentum. And I think that it's something that the taxpayers will be able to see with their own eyes throughout this next budget year of what their money is going to. So I know we're not talking thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, and every dollar counts, dollar matters, but I think it's worth it. And I would like to see our budget to actually grow a little bit so we can do some of the things that we need to do in the town. So we can support the initiatives that, and this dude just brought up, the initiatives that the police department, I know we're gonna bring forth. We know ahead of time what some of their things that they want, so that we can make sure that we have enough staff in our salaries for folks. So I'm firm on my, I'm saying, I'm keeping it at the 3 April one.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna bring this to a vote. We've heard everybody, and you say something, Councilman, what you said?
So they just want, and I know that we do have plans, everyone has plans, everybody thinking of things that could better the town. But we also have a $3 billion surplus, right? So we're not actually doing what we would like to do with it, and it's also some other funding that we can cut. You know, like we were talking about, if the folks don't come to the table about what it is they're doing, and we know exactly what they're doing, and we really keep a close eye on our spending, I think we can make it. Even with the tax rate that's being proposed by the county, taking into consideration the increase in assessments, it would still be like the 1 million, this, it says it here, the 1,456,000, right? And so I don't see how it would, cause us to like lose money in the budget because we're still staying where we are. So they took that into consideration too, countywide, right? So we wouldn't lose, we're just not going to increase because we would definitely increase, folks, the money that folks will have to pay. I have increased last fiscal year because you all voted to increase it. Then you want to increase it again this fiscal year? No, I'm not for it. And I do agree that we want to continue to further the community, but I also agree that we can just be better stewards with the income that we're getting and we just plan better. I yield.
Okay, let's take this to a vote because the diehards, everybody, unless somebody thinks they're open to change their mind, it's no sense in keeping on and on. I respect everybody's vote. So let's call the vote to the round.
Okay, so, I'm gonna just say,
We'll do same or keep what we have. That's five, whatever. The same.
No,
or
we
keep
can't
what
say
we
that.
have.
you can't say that.
What's the number?
I didn't-
Or, that's what I'm trying to say. County or keep what we have. That's
Okay.
what I meant.
So,
Put a motion on the floor.
so somebody has to move the motion.
Shoot. Go ahead, Councilman. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I hope that we're going to vote to either go change it to the county suggested rate for fiscal year 26 at 0.003565.
Yes.
Or stay the same, that we currently have, which is 0.003801.
Second. Well, she was right each, but we'll just do it. Let's just take it. Let's see.
But how would you?
No, but what you do, first round, she should put on the table that,
County,
no, she gets a second, regardless of the comments, you have to get a second to it. We're gonna do the county.
that's what I thought,
If you
yeah.
do the county, you put one on, then you go to the second one. But if you do one and you get it, you don't, you go to the next one. So the first one on, let's start it again. The county, we're gonna take a vote on the county.
Yeah.
We're doing it individually.
Yes, yes, yeah,
I was trying to tell you how to say it.
yeah.
It's it's not the same, it's a yes, no, it's not a numerical, that's why I'm saying you have to split it.
County, same. County.
No,
No, no, no,
She's
but
putting two
motion,
motions on the floor, you have the county,
pick one motion.
the same. You cannot say your vote, well, my vote is the county, your vote is a yes or
Or
no.
no,
That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to say.
That's right,
That's what I'm trying to say.
that's right.
Give me some, I have some insight on sharing here.
Okay.
Yeah. Beat me up all the time.
So I'll start with the move to county, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so, may I? Okay.
So, motion. Councilman Need, if you want to do yours first, it doesn't matter, just do the motion with one.
To keep this,
I move that we take a vote on the county suggested constant yield of 0.003565.
Second.
Any comments or can we vote?
No.
Now let's vote.
Okay, this is on the county. Can you call the votes, TA Ray?
yes, Councilmember Amanda Anderson,
No.
Councilmember Anita Anderson,
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Chu,
Yes.
Councilmember Ford,
Yes.
Councilmember James,
Yes.
Councilmember William,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. And 2 nay. So then, do we even need to go to the second one? Because, okay,
No, but you already got your super majority.
Come to the meeting.
That's it?
That's all.
so you agreed to this new, so I need to post it then.
Yes.
Whatever has to be done.
Got it? Thank you. Are we adjourning? Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a motion to, actually, According to Robert's rules of order, but I can just say adjourn, meeting adjourned.
Adjourn.
Thank you.
Good night.
Before you all leave, please, this one thing, I'm just going through everything. Mr. William, you didn't sign the readout thing. Sorry. Yeah, everybody else signed it except you. Yes.
You have flyers for the.
Yes, it's all right.
Things are changing it. What do we have to show that? Oh, it's all very.
Yeah, so-
Make sure they know.
Yes, the posted, that we have.
I have it out, ready to go.
Thank you, this is for HR.
Yeah, and then also, it's 50 is like, the regular 30 is the Spanish, so.
Okay.
And then Miss Anita, if you please also fly.
Oh, this Councilman.
Yes. It just, I just noticed there's two signature.
Good night, son.
I've been just trying
Uh,
Sorry about this. I just been checking all the resolutions to make sure they're all signed.
So what do we need to do now that
I
it's
support
gonna be changed and maybe
Some notification and just.
Yeah, probably not know.
So. I always do, she made. Oh, sweet.
You always on the flyer. You have support. No, support's always on the flyer.
Yeah, so,
And we changed it.
you already signed it. It was just those two that. we
I'm looking for right here. My name should have been right there.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going around. Okay, sorry, sir.
Cause I'm the garden man.
Yes, you are. Okay.
On that no meat stuff last year.
Yes,
We first did it. And
yes.
she just iced me.
No, I didn't, don't believe it.
I'm like, I'm scared of this, like, okay, and also I think it's that's for you guys,
I still feel it.
but,
Excuse me, for a minute. Councilman Amanda has a good question. Are we okay with the timing on this right now?
okay,
Constant yield.
yes, we're okay right now. I just have to, I submit it I'm sorry, right now I have to submit it immediately, as soon as, well, actually tonight, me and Asha can just do it, sign it, send it over to them so they can get it done. And then basically, then then it's posted, yes, and then post it, we'll post the same thing.
It is.
We just, make sure everything is okay. But let me just do this, before I make any comments, I'm gonna go back to my paperwork that was submitted to me, read through it to make sure that we're okay.
How fast can we get the ordinance? As you know, we talked about, what has changed, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah,
got
we
that.
just do the same as last year, except just change the, from 0.3 to that.
That's
We
it.
need, like, when the board have reminded us, we have to get that ready and out.
Yeah.
For council approval.
This is from
Lindsay?
our
You
audit.
don't have to have the budget done, we just have to get that out done, get that ordinance done. Whatever, we have to.
But that's the copy. I want to make sure we get a copy.
So do we do the ordinance, that's all the ordinance?
Yeah.
That's a damn.
Yeah.
And I have the ordinance from last year. so I just
The
basically-
ordinance just saying it's for the budget,
Okay.
saying we're doing the budget, but we don't have the budget, have to have the budget actually completed.
Nope.
You got one?
Here you go, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
But it is a completed by date.
But I have the format, so I see it.
It.
Yeah, I'll show you this one. I gotta put this in there.
Oh, we over the baby, so the meeting's over, so you can.
Oh, gosh, okay, yeah, the meeting's over.
This the audit.
Excuse me.
Oh, we're done. We're
Done.
yeah, we're not talking anymore. We're done. The meeting is over. Okay. No.
Wow.
Yeah.